is our Lehman Cooks Together event. This is just our way of trying to shed light on the food bank and the services that they offer, and also more so to show the students what they can do with their gift cards. Um, I know sometimes people are like, okay, well, I have a gift card. I have $25 on here. Let me go buy ramen noodles, or let me go and buy, I don't know, something in the frozen aisle. And so we want to show you guys, like, with your gift card, it may not seem like, $25 is a lot, but you could really go far with it. I mean, Nairobi will even demonstrate what she did with her $25 today.
Veggies. I have here lemon, onions, red pepper, green peppers, and tomatoes. Because I know our time is limited, so we have to be fast. I also have carrots, and zucchini. Most of the items I bought them, it was maybe like 2 or 3 items that I have, which was like the onions and the yellow or white carrots, but then everything else, I bought it at a supermarket today with a gift card, was the green peppers, the tomatoes, the zucchinis, and the salmon, which we are gonna cut right now. And I have my avocado right here. So I'm gonna cut this piece in 3 pieces, since I'm only by myself. So I'm gonna have like a portion tonight and then maybe the other one tomorrow. So I'm gonna have 2 portions of it. So,
and if I can say something, Nairobi,
yeah.
I think that is the beauty of what you just did in terms of being able to spend a little less than $25, but it looks like truly you're gonna have leftovers.
Yes, definitely.
Hi, Jorian, welcome.
Welcome.
Yeah, hello.
Hello. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate your presence.
Oh, of course. I said it's gonna be a little bit uncomfortable because I'm actually outside, but I'm gonna do the best I can to be here.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. As long as you can hear us, I think that will be fine. I mean, if you have any questions, just please feel free to let us know. Not a problem.
Absolutely.
Okay, so the way that I wash my salmon is with vinegar, either vinegar or lemon. You can do either of them. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit, put water on it, and then I'm gonna cut it. And after I cut it, I'm gonna put it on the water. So I guess here.
So I am not cooking along today. I am taking notes. I've been glued to the computer all day, but it's so good that you're, just giving a clear visual of exactly what you're doing.
Thank you, Jen.
Salmon is one of my favorites, so I will take notes.
I love salmon. I try my best to eat it at least twice a week because it's a good source of fatty acids, omega, vitamin D. So it's really good. It's really, really good. So it's something that sometimes we are not aware of what we eat, and we should, because little things like this one can give you like so much vitamin, and especially like for the elderly, they say for you to eat salmon at least 3 times a week.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So it can help you with inflammation in your stomach. So
that's good to know. I didn't even know
I never
that.
knew that. Thanks for letting us know.
I did not know that. Thank you. My mom is like a picky eater, so if I give her a piece of salmon right now, she's like, go away with it, because she just hates it. She's so picky, but someone in her, with her age and the health issues that she has, things like that can be great. So thanks for saying that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's hard to introduce people to healthy food, and especially since we come from islands. I know you're from an island, I'm from an island as well. So they have their different beliefs, you know. I mean, if they can have rice and beans every day, they are this, you know, they believe it's gonna be okay. And also is I feel like it's maybe because it was hard for them to get the sources of healthy food. So it is a little bit challenging introducing them to nutritious food that it can be good as well.
Yeah.
And this is awesome. This works because as many know, the Bronx is like a food desert. We don't get so many good options of foods, and if we do, it's very limited. I know in the summer, I know the farmers market may come around and they'll have like their weekly distribution or whatever. But it's so good that you could share these details, because we don't want to have to just subject ourselves to like foods that are not really healthy. I know
Right.
sometimes, you know, pasta is something that's very inexpensive, rice, and those are things that you can make bulks of it. 1 cup of rice can last for 2 days in my house, like just me alone. So imagine if you're making a larger pot, and that's just you. That's like a lot of, is it a lot of cholesterol? What comes off of rice?
Oh, you
What
mean the starch?
starch? Thank you.
Starch and
You
carbs.
know?
Yes.
So imagine just consuming that every day. So I see your colors on the plates over there, and I just love seeing it.
Yes. Eating the rainbow. And we're not talking about Skittles.
Yes. Yes. Food is the medicine. Food is medicine.
Food is medicine. Yes,
If
it
no one
is.
knew, yesterday was National Garlic Day, and garlic is,
Oh,
garlic is a source of medicine. So,
it is medicinal. That is very
mhm.
true.
Yep.
Garlic as well as ginger. Um, I might even want to throw turmeric in there. A lot of root vegetables, even things that are considered like herbs, they're very medicinal.
Okay. So as I said, I have my veggies here and my salmon is already clean. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna prepare the pan. I already washed it. So what I'm gonna do is put a little bit of olive oil on it. Not too much, just a little. Even though I think I'm gonna have to use a little bit more because I don't want the veggies to get stuck in it.
So this is awesome, because right now I'm doing homework. Imagine leaving work, having to hurry up with the kids, get them fed. You need something quick. So I love that this is a meal that you can make under an hour.
Mhm.
Because I'm in the workbook with my child right now. So this is very, very informative.
Yes, it
And
is.
this is, imagine being a Lehman student and having to go to campus and make your way home after commuting is already hard. So this is very convenient.
Yes, when I was looking for the recipes, it says that you can make this in 28 minutes. It's actually going to take a little bit longer because I'm talking about while I'm doing it, but it's a meal that you can make in 28 minutes, and it's something, as you say, fast, something that is healthy, that, you know, at night, especially for dinner, you don't want to have like a heavy meal. You want to have something.
Yes.
Because I mean, you're going straight to bed, and that's when your body relaxes, and you don't want to have a lot of carbohydrates. You want to have something lighter. So that's what I decided to make it with veggies instead of rice. I was planning to do rice. I'm like, no. Let me do something fast and healthy and, you know, fun. And it has a lot of colors. I love vegetables. So
This is perfect. It's definitely perfect. For those who don't have much time, I think especially as us students, that's something that we all share in common, is the time issue, in terms of we have homework, we have families, we have other obligations, a 9 to 5. We have so many different obligations that pulls us in so many different directions. And so that was why, I thought that being able to show our students like, hey, we can go ahead and make something really quick, nutritious, and really not that expensive. Hello, Evelyn, and hello, Morobi. Thank you for joining us.
hello, guys.
Hello.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Okay, so I add to the pan with olive oil. I put all the vegetables, which was zucchinis, tomatoes, onions, peppers, carrots, and I'm gonna leave the lemons for last. And I'm just gonna kind of mix them.
In Nairobi, for the newcomers that just joined in, could you just please remind them what is it that you're making today?
Oh, yes, I'm gonna bake salmon with vegetables. So that's what I was doing. I have carrots, as you guys can see. I have two different kind of carrots. The first time that I tried this white carrot, I fell in love with it. I don't know if you guys have the chance to eat it, but it was so good. If you haven't, you should try it. This one and the purple one are delicious. So I love carrots, so that's what I did. I'm doing two. So the orange one and the white one. I'm doing onions. I'm doing red pepper and green pepper. I'm doing zucchini, which is I'm doing the green one and the yellow one, and yeah, and tomatoes. So what I'm doing now is I'm mixing everything, and I'm gonna put a pinch of paprika, pinch of salt. What I like about pink salt is really low on sodium. I don't know if you guys are aware of that.
I never knew that.
Yes, I don't
Yeah,
use
it is.
white salt. I haven't used white salt in 6 years now. So
Oh,
I
nice.
love pink salt. It's one of the best ones, and it's healthy for you. As long as
Yes, I use pink salt as well, but I never knew that it was lower in sodium. I pretty much gravitated towards it because of the minerals that come with it.
Mhm. Yeah, and it said is healthy for you. Also, I'm gonna put a pinch of green pepper. So pretty much, if you like paprika more, you can add more paprika. If you like green pepper more, you can add more. It's all dependent on you. And I'm gonna mix them. And I have this season. This is what my family and I we do. So in here, which is I found it easier for me to cook, especially if I'm outside and I'm coming home. I don't want to cut the garlic, or I want to cut the onions. I don't want to go through all that trouble. So what we do is we put garlic, onion, parsley. What else? Oh my gosh. What else? Is maybe like around 6 or 7 ingredients, and then we blend them. And it's just easy to take like a spoon and put it on your food. And the good thing is, like, if you put it on your fridge, you will conserve all the properties, so it will not lose the taste or minerals.
Yes, you're right, Jorian. Very similar to sofrito. Thank you for that.
Yes. Dominican sofrito right here. So I'm just gonna put a little.
I have something similar as well. I use onions, I use garlic, I use cilantro, I use the Scotch bonnet peppers. I don't know, it's like 15 fresh herbs and vegetables, and then I just put it in a blender, and oh my gosh, it is to die for. I call it like green gold.
Yeah, it's easier and it makes your life so much easier and better. And especially since I know like most and you go to work, you can just put the pan, put 1 teaspoon, put the meat in it, and you save yourself like 10 to 15 minutes cutting the seasoning.
Yes.
So Nairobi, I am actually live on our Instagram account. Can you just give us a close-up of that pan? That looks so good already.
Like it.
That is awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, so I have what? Let me take the.
That's so pretty.
I know, it looks really pretty.
So in here I have carrots, peppers, onions, zucchini, tomatoes, and I season them with paprika, green pepper, salt, and a little bit of sofrito, how one or People that here said. So it's a little bit sofrito. It's pretty much as Cecilia says, cilantro,
Mhm.
parsley, garlic, onions, all blended so it can make your life easier. So I kind of mix them all together. And now I'm gonna put the salmon in the middle of the pan. So I'm gonna add a little bit of the sofrito to the salmon as well.
You know, living in the Bronx, I've learned more about the Hispanic culture, and trust me, I have sofrito in my cabinet. I have a fresh jar, and I have some in the refrigerator because I do enjoy Spanish food, Dominican food. Like it reminds me of, you know, my Caribbean background. I'm from Jamaica, so it's just so I don't know what to say. I guess familiar to me. I feel at home.
Yes.
You know, so of course I have that in the refrigerator.
And I just put garlic on it as well. Just because
Yes.
we are so into, well, as humans, we are so into like making barriers and making distinctions of where we are from. But when you get used to it and when you learn about different cultures, you just
Yeah.
learn that we use the same thing, just
Mhm.
Yeah, it's very similar. You're
the
right.
way of making it is pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Yes. Alvalin just put in the chat box, we are all connected, which is so
We
true.
are. We are.
Yes, yes, we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm putting paprika, garlic, and sofrito on the salmon now. And I'm gonna add a little bit of oregano, which I just got it straight from the Dominican Republic. Don't get
So
the
that's the real deal.
order yours from.
Nice.
I love it.
So I'm just gonna add a little bit of oregano.
You look like you're having a lot of fun.
I,
Mhm.
Healthy is fun. I have a lot of fun when I cook healthy.
I
Just
yeah, I love
refreshing.
vegetables and salmon, so that's why I decided to do it. I'm like, okay, this is gonna make me happy. If I try to do something else, I might screw it up. So let me just do something that I'm familiar with.
Healthy is always a good way to go. So you're on the right track.
So I'm gonna put pieces of lemon in the top
Oh, lovely.
of the salmon.
Wow.
And let me wash my gloves. Okay. And this is how it looks.
That looks
Oh, that is so pretty. Take a
awesome.
picture before putting it
So
in the
many
oven.
colors.
Yes, it looks scrumptious.
Good,
Nice.
good, good. I hope it comes. It comes.
And we are on good timing. It's about 6:23.
Yes.
Yes, that's
So
good time.
how long would it be in the oven?
15 to 20 minutes. So
Oh,
Oh, that's
wow.
fast.
and the oven is already pre-cooked. I mean preheated. So
Mhm.
yes, yes. And let's see, so you guys can see.
And correct me if I'm wrong,
Easy.
Naomi. If somebody does not have zucchini, it's something that can be substituted, right? Or omitted even if they want to.
Yes, yes, definitely. I use zucchini because as I said, I love vegetables, but if you want to do it with potatoes, or if you want to do it with what is one more thing that you can actually put on the oven? I mean, a lot of veggies that you can put in there as well, but I have seen people doing it with potatoes. Is a good source of vitamin as well. So you can do it with whatever you like, whatever you feel comfortable with.
Right. Well, last week I made something very similar. For those of you who were not here, last week I actually made shrimp with vegetables. And the veggies that I used potatoes, I used carrots, I used onions, broccoli, um, mushrooms. I just pretty much use a variety of vegetables.
Mushrooms are delicious. I love mushrooms.
And then I pretty much did the same thing, put it in the oven,
Mhm.
and it was so scrumptious. And I think that's the thing. People always feel like, oh, you have to have, like Jessica was saying, a bowl of rice or pasta in
Mhm.
order to feel, like full or satisfied. And I think as I am on my so-called weight loss journey, it's so-called because I don't stick to it. But as I am on my so-called weight loss journey, I love the fact that I really feel satisfied eating a healthy meal.
Mhm.
Yeah, you
I
just
don't,
have to get used to it.
yes, I don't ever feel like, oh my gosh, I have to get a rice or I have to no, I'm always, feeling satisfied. And I think maybe if time was on my hands, being able to do more prepping and things of that nature, I'd probably stick to it more so. But I love how I can feel satisfied right after eating.
Yeah, and that is something that I was talking about the other day with one of my professors. It's just take one little habit. I mean, you change one little thing and
Mhm.
so much. I mean, you can change how much you use salt on a meal. You can change how much oil you use in a meal. You
Mm-hmm.
can change from white rice to jasmine rice, as Jessica used. So it's just little. I mean, we don't like. I feel like when people think about nutrition and dietitian, they think they're going to change the entire weight of how they eat, and it's not like that. We're just trying to make little modifications to how you eat, and then from there you can decide if you like it or not. Because like,
Right.
well, thank you for joining. So I just feel like since we are like all from different cultures and also religion is like a huge part of how you eat. So, if you change little things, like let's say my family, they have this thing that when they cook white rice, they put salt and oil. And when the rice is almost cooked, they put more oil on the top. I'm like, you don't put
Mm.
oil on the top. The rice, it already tastes good. You don't have to. I mean, you just do little modifications to your regular meals and you can make it,
Yeah. Jorian had a really good suggestion. He was even saying that we could try like wheat or barley or lighter grains
Mhm.
as opposed to, if I'm correct, Jorian, as opposed to like the heavier starches like white rice. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, like white rice. Sometimes even like brown rice or even like jasmine rice is pretty good for some people.
Mm-hmm.
For some people who don't like really they don't like eat too much grains. And also, I always suggest people when to like if you're gonna transition from a grain, from rice to grain, I would tell them to try jasmine rice or brown rice to get used to it, and then eventually
Yes.
try burger wheat or couscous, and yeah.
Thank you for that. And I think that is, one of the things that we can learn from being here today, sharing information, sharing knowledge so that we can all make different changes in our lives. Because as Jessica was saying earlier, food is health. Oh, no, food is medicine. Sorry. Food is medicine. But, I think that we can definitely exchange wonderful examples and, make a better life for ourselves and our children and our family. Even Marobi just made a suggestion, water instead of sugary drinks. Definitely.
Exactly.
That is like probably number one, more than maybe starches and other things, because people gravitate towards drinks in a day's consumption.
Try
You will
something new.
gravitate towards these sugary drinks more than you think you do. And
Mhm.
people are not realizing how much, havoc it does
What's your
to
favorite
the
fruit?
body.
Yeah, and
Meats, or
how much,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry,
love to dance or something like that. So it's different.
Yes,
and
definitely.
And especially since, as you said, sugary drinks, as sodas and juice, we don't see how much sugar is in like just one little thing. And
Exactly.
like we have to be aware that us as like African Americans and Latinos, which are minorities, we tend to have hypertension, diabetes.
Yes.
So it's something that we don't know, like just doing like
She's still giving you a problem, right?
given like we are giving more life to our life. Is insane. I mean, we are the number one in diabetes and hypertension, and I believe it's because we don't eat well. We're not. We're not having the sources to get healthy meals.
Yes, definitely.
Like,
I didn't get to say it earlier, but thank you, Isabella, for joining us. Welcome.
You see, more men should be on this because you see how you're just cleaning up after when you're finished in the kitchen.
yeah.
My husband will cook and I have to go right behind him to clean up. I know. I know. And I'm going to come and get my bowl. You got my bowl.
What can you say,
And it's
Claudette?
another thing that we can use instead of using oil. If anybody, gets an air fryer,
Yes.
that cuts down a lot
Yes.
on
Yes.
using oil, and it does take the time and cook the food properly.
Yes, that is a good suggestion. Thank you for that.
No problem.
And if you feel like you have to use oil, I mean, correct me if I'm right, Nairobi, because you're the nutrition major, but would you say oils like maybe avocado oil or maybe the olive oil, of course, maybe even coconut oil? I mean, everything in moderation, of course, but would you say those oils would be preferred and better to use over, like, let's say, a vegetable oil? Or tell me what you think.
Definitely. I think we spoke about that the first time that Jessica was cooking. I love olive oil and I love coconut oil as well. But it's how you use it and how much do you use it, because you don't want to. It's the same thing as diet soda. You don't want to drink too much of it just because it says diet. You might have only like 10 calories less compared to the regular soda. So it's not good, and it's when you use a lot, when you excess of it. So it's good to use it in moderation, but definitely avocado oil, coconut oil over corn or vegetable oil. Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Healthier.
And I also say, albeit avocado oils and olive oils may be a little bit more on the expensive side compared to the other oils, it's so worth it.
It is. It is. Because as we said, you're not going to use a lot of it because you can, since you're, looking at what you're eating, you're going to minimize it. You're not going to, like a punch when you're using it.
Yes, Jorian made a good point. Refined oils. Jorian sounds like a nutrition major. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that.
Jorian, but your name sounds so familiar. Do we have a class together?
No, I mean, we had class earlier today.
We have what?
Yeah, we had class earlier today, and
Are you on my S? Oh, thank you so much for joining.
yeah, of course, definitely, no problem.
Thank you.
Am I correct, Jorian, saying that you're a nutrition major?
Yes, I am.
Ah, see, there you go. How many nutrition majors do we have on the line? Y'all can put it in the chat, or y'all could say it. How many of you guys are nutrition majors? Okay, we got Alvin. And of course, we have Jorian too. Okay. Oh, Marobi, health education, nice. I feel like that's all the same though. You too, Zuleika, she's health education, nice.
This is awesome. I'm so happy everyone came. I
Yes.
have the live going. We have a bunch of people on. This is awesome.
Like he's cleaning the dishes.
Yes. If only Claudette's husband could be on here, he could see
dishes
Nairobi
being
washing the
washed.
dishes.
I know. He just looks at me and he says, I cook, you do the dishes. However, when I cook, I've got to do it all.
Right?
So,
It's
I
never
just do lazy.
equal.
I just throw it in the dishwasher and keep it rolling. Talk about the devil. Excuse me, ladies.
Oh boy. Yes.
So yeah, while Nairobi is cleaning, I just want to ask a few questions. We know that you're a health and nutrition major. Um, where did your passion begin with health? I'm a health junkie, because it runs in my family, sickness, diabetes, high blood pressure, all of those bad things. So where did your passion begin with health? Are you there, Nairobi?
Oh, you're asking me? Oh, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Okay.
You're asking someone else. Oh, me. Oh my gosh. Well, I believe since I was little, I wanna become a doctor. And yeah, and then when I got here, I tried to get into the nursing department. And because I did my associate in another school and I was not doing well, my GPA was little bit low. So I went to Lehman and they said no. And I'm like, okay, I have to find another option for me to go back to school. So then I was searching for health education administration, health education and promotion. And that one was the one that I actually caught my attention more. And also one of, well, actually two of my best friends are here, login, which is Suleika and Nairobi.
Awesome.
We met
Yes.
and we talk about the measure, and that's why we are doing the three of us, we're doing the same measure. So yeah, I mean, as I said, even though I don't, when you compare me to my family, I'm the less experienced person when it comes to the kitchen. They always complain every time that I cook without salt. So every time that I cook, they're like, "Oh, do you bring your own salt?"
Oh boy.
I'm always cooking without salt. I'm always cooking like without oil. So they always like teasing me, and I'm like, but that's the way that I like it. That's the healthy way. That you
Right, exactly.
But yeah, and I have learned to manage few recipes that they cook on a daily basis, and I cook it more healthier, and I just change little things. So that's what I say. Like, it's easier to start little by little, changing your habits instead of like go to the supermarket and throw everything that you have at home and be like, oh, I'm gonna be on a diet, I'm gonna eat healthy. It doesn't work like that. It doesn't. So you should start by, as Cecilia said, maybe changing the oil, changing the salt, changing the rice. Things little by little. Try what you like. It's not fun when you're eating something that you don't like. You're not gonna enjoy.
Yes.
Right.
You only are gonna use it like for maybe 1 or 2 times, and then you're gonna leave it there. And you're not gonna. So you're gonna lose money. You're gonna lose the time, and you're gonna go back to what you know. And
Mm-hmm.
little steps. It actually helps.
I'm glad you brought that up. You just
Yeah.
reminded me of something. I mean, of course, everybody on this line here today has eaten McDonald's before in their life. When I decided to change my eating, my bad habits, I totally was like, no more McDonald's, no more, a lot of fast food, honestly. I just cut it out. And once in a while, I'll slip up. I won't lie,
We all
but
do.
yeah, I do slip up. But the one thing I can say though is I swear to you, the one time that I do go back after however many months of an absence it has been, when I tell you the food does not taste good to me, that Big Mac tastes like garbage, that
Yeah.
Whopper tastes like cardboard. I mean, your body has become adjusted
Mhm.
to that taste for so long that you don't even realize that it's not really good tasting food to
Mhm.
begin with. But
Right.
like I said, after going through all those months of a detox and finally eating it for the first time, Honestly, I didn't even eat the burger. I threw it away. It didn't taste good to me.
Yeah. And we don't say like for people to cut all the junk food because as we have mentioned, we live on a food desert. So it is easier for us just to go to McDonald's with $10 and get like a big meal, then go with $10 and go to a supermarket and get like a healthy. So we just say to, make little changes. And we know if you go to your regular store or to a closest store, or maybe you use the $25 that Lehman gift card is offering, and then you put it with those $10, you actually get a healthy meal. So it's just little things, and maybe as a human, we need to stop making excuses. Because if I go around my neighborhood, I will definitely find what to cook for $10 instead for me to go to McDonald's and get junk food. So
yes.
So
this is how
Nairobi,
so far, people. I took a picture.
that
Okay.
looks good.
A few more minutes.
Can't wait.
So in the chat, Nairobi mentioned at home we usually eat healthy. The only thing I have issues cutting is sweets. I agree.
I know my Roby. I've been there.
So
I've been there.
trust me, I've been here with my sister. You know, when sisters get together, we chat, and our chat device that we need is wine, and we need something sweet. So every night is like, sis, I need something nice. So we go to that kitchen and we find something. So cutting the sweets is hard, but the core of it, the goal is that you have a healthy start. So that's great. I think it takes 30 days or something like that. There's some fact floating around somewhere, but it's 30 days to cut a bad habit, I guess. So just try and you'll get there.
Yeah, 22 days.
There you go.
My method, I know it's going to sound a little bit harsh, but my method is, as my Roby said, I eat healthy when I'm home, but when I go outside, I will eat it every. Like I'm not being like some certain people like, oh, I don't eat this because I'm gonna die. No, I will eat. Those are my cheat days. Every time that I go out, those are my cheat days. But then I'm home. When I go to a supermarket, I eat first. I have food. I feel. I just go to a point that I feel like satisfied, and then I go to the supermarket because I feel like when you're hungry, then you're gonna buy.
Eat with your eyes.
Yeah.
You eat with your eyes and you're like, oh, that looks good. That looks good. I want that. And you don't really need it. That makes sense.
So my method that it has been kind of working, I don't buy sweets. I have like 8 years that I haven't drank soda. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I go to a barbecue and there's soda there and it's
once in a blue,
I would drink of it. But me personally buy like a can of soda, it's been more than 8 years. I don't buy juices, water. I drink water, a lot of water.
That's awesome.
I drink water. So what I do is like I don't buy sweets because I know I'm gonna eat it on a sit down. On sit. Like and I can't. I mean I cannot eat a whole packet of Oreos.
We all have our weakness.
That's a great habit.
No.
That's a great habit to have, keeping water in your diet. Before, like once in my life, I was like, how can I drink this water? It has no taste. But then I cut the habit. I started with diluting my drinks, and it was like maybe a half a cup of water, juice, and then I'll fill it with water. And then eventually my palate was like, nope, no sweets, water. So there's so many different ways to cut habits. Especially when you have children, you have to be an example for them. So Anna in the chat, she mentioned she have a problem with her daughter. She eats no vegetables and fruit. Anna, I can suggest hide the vegetables, hide the fruits. Okay, yes. I hide it in pasta. That's where it worked. I used to hide vegetables in like spaghetti, and my kids didn't even notice.
Wait, how old is she? Who say that, Anna?
Yeah, Anna. How old is your baby, Anna?
Hi, hello everyone.
Hey.
Hello.
My baby has 6 years.
Oh, 6 years old. Okay.
So what I have learned in one of my dietitian classes is how to treat. right way is like when you put them on a plate, you give them two things that she likes, two vegetables that she likes, and then two vegetables that you want to introduce to her. So, you kind of like play with her a little bit because maybe they don't even know the taste and they're afraid to try it. Sometimes also they don't like how it looks, like how moist it looks. Like, I know my Dobby's son, he doesn't like wet food. So you have to play with them. Put two things that she likes on a plate and put two things that you want to introduce to her. And, you can play with it. So
You know what?
As the same as the one that she likes. And also you can do the same colors. So you can be like, oh, hey, this tomato, tastes as the same thing as the strawberry, because it's red, it's this, try to compare the colors, that helps.
That's a great idea. And
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Nairobi.
because of the colors, kids will attract to it. Another good thing is get them involved. We had this thing last semester that we started with the food bank called Toddler Thursday. So every Thursday we'll post something that incorporates children. Children like they like to be involved. They like to know that they did something. They want to be little helpers. So bring them shopping with you. My son, he used to like the string beans. He likes touching the string beans. He likes picking them up. And then one day he was like, Mommy, can we cook these? And I got my son on a stool and I got him in front of the stove. And the fact that he cooked something, he wanted to eat it.
That's
my
true.
daughter, when my daughter got to an age where she wanted to pick things, she started picking things. And I kid you not, my sister is a witness. My daughter can eat a bowl of salad by herself because she started picking her own things to eat. Now you cannot show her a piece of fish. I don't know why. That's just her thing. She'll throw away the meat, the chicken, whatever it is on the plate, and she'll eat everything else. So she trained her own palate as a child, and she's 6. So get them involved, but you can trick them. I like to trick them. Put it in smoothies. They won't even know.
Oh, yes.
But get the kids involved. I had to learn that with picky eaters, and now my kids can go out and eat whatever I eat. So get them involved. Ask them, hey, can you pick up those tomatoes for me, and let them have fun while doing it. So they'll want to go home and try it. And make art with food too. Like make ears and faces with fruit and vegetables. Get them involved. Make an activity out of food,
Yeah, speaking of smoothies, I recall I used to make a smoothie that incorporated kale, carrots, celery. Forgive me. It was so many vegetables in there, but I mean, I also masked it with like a little bit of mixed fruit. But when I tell you my kids, they drank it like it was the next best thing. And they actually, once after they drank it, they didn't even mind that there was kale in there. They didn't mind that there was celery in there. They didn't mind, that there were other vegetables in there. As long as it tasted good, they really, truly didn't mind.
So that's good. It's just like they see the stuff and they're like, no, I don't want that. You haven't even tried it. How do you know you're not going to like it?
Right. So Nairobi, can you break down, please, your $24 and what was it, 83 cents, I think?
$24.87.
87.
Awesome.
Okay.
I can't believe you did that.
87.
I would have went over. That's great budgeting.
I couldn't believe it either. And the funny thing is, the bananas, they were like $2.13. So if I wouldn't get the bananas and I didn't have like onions or garlic at home, I could have bought it with that, and I still would be able to make the meal. Because I bought the garlic and the onions because I have them here at home. But yeah, I mean, I got the salmon fillet, which was $9.39. That was the most expensive one. I have the carrots. I have the paprika because I didn't have any at home. Green peppers, red peppers, the squash, yellow and green, and the bananas. Yeah, $24.87.
And you have leftovers, right? You didn't use
Yes, definitely. I can put them here on the table so you guys can see. I put them on the picture. I only use maybe like half of everything. What else? What else? What else? Yeah. So I have left.
Nice.
I love those.
I can use for another meal. Carrots. I have like 8 carrots left.
That's a
Yeah,
lot.
And the peppers I only use like half of it.
half of it. That's
You can
awesome.
pretty much make another meal all over
Yeah.
again.
So take advantage of your Lehman gift cards, guys. There's a lot of food out there to get. Don't be what's the word? Don't be afraid to reach out. We are here for a service. Of course, we miss the on-campus experience, but virtually we are here. So contact us. Our email address is food.bank@lehman.cuny.edu and register as you did for this event. Register online for, your chance at a gift card. So Nairobi, we have a little under 10 minutes left for the remainder of this event. Can we see like a snippet of what the salmon is looking like? Because I want to run out and get some salmon now.
Checking it a few times. And it's almost ready.
Okay.
Give me a second. Let me get something to grab the pan.
This would be awesome for someone that's taking care of like an elderly family member or the kids because it's so quick, and it's easy. And who likes to be in the kitchen for too long? Not me. So this is a great quick meal.
So I will show it to you now, but I still need maybe 5 more minutes.
Okay.
This is so far how it's looking.
Yeah, it's getting there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
we can
guys, I
have
put
this.
the address in the chat in case you guys want to get in touch with the food bank. That is our address.
I'll put it back in the oven.
Okay, so how much longer you said? About 5 more minutes?
5 more minutes. Yeah, but if if we are over, that's okay. 5 more minutes because it's already on 4:50. I don't want to put it higher because I'm afraid that it's gonna burn.
Right. But you can tell it. You can tell it. Some of it is done. It looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah.
So Jessica,
Yes.
how often can the students receive their gift cards?
So it's anywhere between, I believe it's every month or every 2 weeks. I'm not sure because I work in the background, of course. Every month, right? Okay, so it's every month, anywhere from $25 to $75, right? Nairobi has a little bit more of an experience than I did.
Yeah, it goes from $25 to $75, depending on how we doing that month. And you can get it from Morton Williams Supermarket, or you can get it from Target. Remember that in Target, we also have a big food section there.
Yeah.
Whichever are we offering during the month is what we get.
Awesome. So I'm going to share the actual registration flyer for you guys, whoever needs it. Give me 1 second while I find that. And a few more resources. Let me go back.
And who else is here? Avelino, Paulino. Is that you, Laura? Oh, I guess it's not. It's another Paulino.
But we want to thank everyone for being a part of this. This is the heaviest crowd we've had since we had this event. And we hope that you guys can be a part of it next week.
Yes.
Definitely.
Next week, actually, we have a guest. We have partnered with the Food Bank of New York. I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with them, but they pretty much do what we're doing, but on a New York City scale. So they're very, very huge. And so next week we have a guest from the Food Bank of New York who will come and actually give us some advice, some tips, and more importantly, preparing a meal as well. So hopefully you guys can come next week and see everything that will be going on.
Yeah, and stay tuned, and especially for health education majors that are here, also nutritionist major. She works for like a huge organization. So maybe you guys can, jump and ask her, what can we do to maybe be part of that, or, don't miss the opportunity to also, be there, so she can see that we actually care about this program, and she can help us, promote it better.
Yes. And then also the following week after that is Cinco de Mayo. And that is the one that I'm most excited for, because we'll be able to put a little Cinco de Mayo flair. Evelyn, Evelyn's funny. He said, "I some tacos."
That's not tacos, but can we make some margaritas on the side?
Right.
Question.
Yes. Well, it's sort of a surprise, so I'm not going to confirm or deny the tacos, Evelyn. But but yes, Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and that one is going to be like, it's also one of the important weeks because it will be our last week that we'll be doing this event. Because as you guys know, finals is coming up. Woohoo! But with finals coming up, we figured we want to give everybody that time so they can study. And then after that, of course, is summer vacation. So please, please, please take the time to come and join us for those two days. April 28th, which will have a special guest speaker, as well as May 5th, which is the following week, which is Cinco de Mayo, and we're going to celebrate it nice and big. So everybody, please tell your friends, tell your classmates, tell your professors, everybody.
That looks so good. OMG.
Yeah.
I will send a picture later, so maybe we can post it in our
Yes, send me a picture. That looks awesome.
I need smell-o-vision.
I need to create something like that. Okay, Emily. Thank you for going.
Yeah, I had my professor, she made us go to a lecture today. I was like, damn it. And so I it ended early, so I was like, let me just go here just in case. So yeah.
Hi, Emily. Thank you for joining
And
us.
also, guys, while Emily is here, me and Emily are members of the Student Government Association for Lehman College. And I just shared in the chat the flyer. If you guys want to run for SGA, be a Senate, please do have a voice for Lehman College. Student voices are very powerful. We've seen things happen. We've been defeated with some, but we've made a lot happen for Lehman College students. So please run for SGA. It's a great experience. Trust me, everyone recognizes SGA. And also tomorrow for Earth Day, my favorite time of the year. I strongly believe in nature and what it gives us. So many gifts with nature. So Emily is having her awesome Earth Day event. So if you guys can be a part of that, please check our social media.
4 or 6, right?
Excuse me?
No, Emily's event, I think it's at 4.
It's at 6 p.m. And then we're going to be I'll put the registration link in the thing.
Awesome.
Thank you so much for mentioning that, just because it's a gardening event, but it's specifically meant to address food insecurity as well, where
Absolutely.
yeah, growing vegetables and produce, and it's actually we were granted permission from Masterclass to showcase Ron Finley. I don't know if everybody knows who he is, but he actually helps run urban city gardens in LA and planting food to combat food insecurity. So yeah.
And that's what the food bank is about. We want to
Yes.
combat food insecurity. So this is a great mashup. I will be there. The food bank will be there. Hopefully some of these kind folks that joined us today can be there, because food is medicine, and a lot of the medicines are from the earth. And I appreciate the outdoors. Right now I'm in Georgia. It's beautiful, but I can't go outside because the pollen is crazy. But just having that experience. So I will be out there in my sister's garden, taking every information you have at that event. I'm looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for everyone to join and see me kind of make something in the kitchen, which you guys know I'm not really familiar with, but I tried.
Emily, can you share that link in the chat once again?
Yes, yes.
Thank you. So you guys can
second.
register with the link. Can we have a look at your dish one more time? It looks so, oh my gosh.
I will send you a picture. I will put it on a plate and I will send a picture so we can.
Yes.
Nairobi,
You guys will see something. You will see the update on our social media tomorrow. We are on Instagram at food Lehman _food bank, and we are on Facebook as well. So just check us out. We're very active. We keep everyone, update with information. So don't be a stranger. Your family. Take advantage of the services we offer. This is all student run. The entire food bank was created by student leaders. So, be a part of it, take advantage of it. It's yours.
Does anybody, oh, I'm so sorry, Jessica.
No, go ahead. It's fine. Just wanted to wrap up.
Oh, does anybody have any questions? No. Okay.
No. Just remember, if you do, you can email what is it? Lehman Food Bank or food.bank at Lehman, right?
food.bank@lehman.cuny.edu.
Yeah, if you have any questions or if you haven't received the emails with the updates of the gift cards or you need help applying, we are here to help.
Hey guys, thank you all for being here. We hope you can.
Evelyn asked a wonderful question. Sorry, Jessica.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Evelyn asked a wonderful question. Will we do this next semester? We are really, really hoping to carry this for next semester and all the semesters, but we really need an audience in order to make sure that this continues. So
yeah, it's
very important that you guys, thank you so much for even being here, number one. But
yeah, that was
secondly,
a great question.
Yeah, that's a great question. We need people to show up. And so as long as we have the numbers, then yes, we will continue.
Okay, well, thank you, Nairobi, for sharing, inviting us into your home, into your kitchen. Thanks for all the tips. Thanks for your service. I wish you the best moving forward in your career in the nutrition world. The world needs it. Thank you, Emily, for loving the earth with your event tomorrow. And thank you all for being a part of this. It's been great. Enjoy with your families and be well. Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
All right, good night. Thank you. Enjoy dinner.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Have a good night.
Bye. Good night.